what would it be like, possibly, if you have a green-cheeked conure and you add a Indian ringneck to your house and your flock. Hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Bond, your handbook to having everything or knowing everything you need to provide a quality life for your parrot so that you can have quantities of bliss. In this video, I've got Binks with me because he was the only one brave enough to come out with my Mac girls. Oh, don't bite me. I know, I don't like being bitten either. Yeah, don't bite me, please. And so my green-cheeked Conures were like, no, lady, we're not going with you. So I've got my neighbor's dog and all the wrong animals for this video. So, you know, today I was working with a client because I do some spiritual life coaching, and we were talking about roommates versus soulmates, and it's so true with parrots as well. Binks has definitely had something closer to a soulmate, Binks, my Queen of Bavaria or Golden Conure, with my orange-winged Amazon that just fell in love with Binks. However, when I had a second Golden Conure, they really just were like soulmates. Now, to me, soulmates means that they get along. They're like two birds of a feather. Like this mech monster, who was aptly named a Velociraptor. Rah, I think is a perfect name. And we've got kikes have been named gremlins, and my yellow-naped Amazon is a Demogorgon. I'm making a collection. I'm gonna make t-shirts. Oh, come here, Kailani, you can come. That's my second Mac girl who wants to come. And can, that she's just deciding whether or not she wants to fly. So if you have two green-cheeked Conures, if you've seen videos of them, they're like this. They are soulmates. They're attached at the feather. They just, it's obvious that if one of my green-cheeked Conures died, it would be very hard on the other one because they are just bonded. They're not always together, just almost always. I mean, it's quite a bit. Now, Indian Ringnecks are more independent. So come here, Kailani, come here. Some of how they're going to get along is going to depend on, of course, their individual personalities and what genders you get. With green-cheeked Conures, it's a patriarchal species. With Indian Ringnecks, it's matriarchal. That means that if you wind up with two alphas, like if you have a male green-cheek and a female Indian Ringneck, you could wind up with territory fights and, you know, issues. If you have a female green-cheek and a male Indian Ringneck, I don't know, maybe they'll get along like two peas in a pod. I don't know. I'm going to say I don't think they'll ever be soulmates, but could they be really good friends? Sent her flying. Sure, yes, of course. Could they bond with each other? Yes, of course. Indian Ringnecks tend to make roommates in the sense that in the best case scenario, my Indian Ringneck just ignores everybody. She comes to me when she wants attention, or, you know, she tries to bite other birds when they looked at her the wrong way. I have a hormonal female Indian Ringneck right now. So she's sort of like typical in those senses right now. Is she super bonded with any bird? No. I think she's most bonded to me. And she does like to come fly on me sometimes and have me pet her sometimes, but it's nothing like Binks, huh? Binks is way more clingy, way more personable, way more like my Indian Ringneck's independent. Binks is interdependent. He depends on his flock for his happiness and well-being. And he has, he bonds with people. He's very bonded with my husband and I. Hold on, I need this hand in case I need to ward off the Demogorgon. I mean the Velociraptor. And on top of that, he is really connected with my orange-winged Amazon and one of my Cape Parrots. And he's friendly and still like was feeding my other Cape Parrot. I mean, he is interdependent. So when you have a species that creates strong interdependent bonds, like a green-cheek, with a species like an Indian Ringneck that creates a lot of deep independent connections, or very few because they're so independent, you know, that's sort of like, you can kind of see how that might pan out, how that might turn out. So like I said, I would look definitely at the gender you have and that kind of thing. The other thing is I would look at whether this bird is for you or for your green-cheek. In other words, if you're adding a companion for your green-cheek, I would get another green-cheek. If you want an Indian Ringneck, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think they're going to kill each other or anything like that. I would keep an eye on it just in case. Because the Indian Ringnecks, my female, who is very alpha, and one of my Green-cheeked Conures, and he is very alpha, I watch them. You know, I have an open door policy for most of my cages, which means that a lot of my birds are out during the day. And that means that even with the space of the house, sometimes I do have to watch them. So I hope that helps you get a really good idea of what it might be like to add an Indian Ringneck to your green-cheek family. And if you want to replace your dentist, get a golden conure. Thank you for joining me in this blissful Velociraptor and interdependent filled video. Leave my mouth alone. Until next time, if you have any questions about parrots, please be sure to comment below, or you can always send a message on the Facebook and Instagram Messenger, or via my website, parrotbliss.com, and give me some time and then look for a macaw Velociraptor t-shirt, because that sounds good. Thanks. I'll see you next time.